Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new playthrough. Today we are starting Alan Wake 2. Now this was one of the nominees for Game of the Year for 2023 and it lost out to Baldur's Gate 3, which is understandable, but this was a game I was looking forward to for a long time after I played the original Alan Wake. And I also played the original Alan Wake on this channel not too long back either. So I'm very looking forward to playing this. I believe it also maybe links back to Control a bit because Control was kind of like an offshoot of Alan Wake and it was related, especially with the DLC. So I'm looking forward to this and I'm just going to dive right in.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Sometimes.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either.
Or be
but
both.
Trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
Oh.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This
It's
is
the
not
story I
ending
need to tell.
wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Ooh. Who's that? Is that me? That's not Alan. Alan! Or is that Alan? Alan! Oh. We're in control. I think this might be a self-insert. I think this might be me IRL, I'm not gonna lie. This definitely looks familiar. Okay. Now let's get waddling on then, see what we've got going for us. Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh dear. So yes, Alan Wake 2. This is a game I've been looking forward to for a while. Definitely been looking forward to it. Okay. Okay. Here we go, wandering. So, oh.
Please. Can you hear me?
Come on, Ed. We should go.
Is that Alan up there?
Where'd he gone?
Oh, you know what I need to do? 1 second. Alan! I think that was Alan. Okay. That's the tree moving. I thought someone was moving around in the overgrowth there, or the undergrowth, or some sort of growth. It's kind of reminiscent to the start of Alan Wake, but also not, because I'm fat, naked, and in my underwear. Yeah. Not a situation I'm always finding myself in, but it's not unheard of. God, this looks cool though. It really does. Okay, hello. You have not drowned like... Well, that was horrible. I didn't know this game was going to be like that. Good to know that it is. We've already done our Halloween special for this year. I'm looking for something a little more action spooky than horror. I can sprint. What? Oh, God. I don't want to have to run. Oh, Jesus. Hi, evil Alan. There was an evil Alan. I think that was like the American Nightmare story. I can't remember what he was called, though. Yep, those voices are very familiar. Voices of the Taken. There's water droplets on the camera. That's interesting. I don't seem to have a... Light is good though, right? Yeah, they're all gonna go poof because they're in the light. Right? Oh. Oh, I was meant to die. He's awake. Ooh.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm done. What the fuck?
Well, that didn't go so well for me. Guess I'll be someone else now. Title screen? And a pause button. Here we go. Everything's fine. Everyone's happy.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers.
Oh yeah, there's
I'll
DLC
let
to
you
this
get
as well,
back to
which
the
I
show.
also
You
have.
were
I
supposed
forgot
to
I had
wait
that.
and watch with me.
That's cool.
I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
If I remember right, this game actually won Best Narrative for 2023. So I'm, quite intrigued by that. Also, is that G-Man from
Logan thinks you
Half-Life?
should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
The lip sync's a little bit off.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Sam Lake. Sam Lake.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Oh shit. I didn't realize
Time
we were
to
back
get to
here.
work.
Makes sense, but I didn't realize we were back here. Yeah.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
I'm wearing a red jacket
There's
because
the car. So
It's
where's
custom-
the deputy?
Eaten
Custom
by a
items
bear.
kind of thing.
I'll check out that map.
Custom items. What's it called? Customization. Invitation. Invitation.
Worth
'Kay.
memorizing before we get swallowed up
Yeah,
by
there's,
the trees.
Part of the deluxe edition means you got some deluxe edition skins which applied to weapons and characters. So for
I
her,
should
it
take
was
a look
this
at that map.
jacket. Okay, I'll do it. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this is this the whole map? Rental cabins, parking lot, bony legged path, general store, witch's hut, witch's ladle. Where's... Oh, Cauldron Lake Shore. Oh, so this is all Cauldron Lake over... Oh my god, wait. There's more. I can't zoom out any further, but... Okay. There's quite a lot to this then if I have to get all of those pieces of the map. Mind place.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
I think we should both take a look.
Hey, over here.
Over here.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
I'm in charge here.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Yep. Any
Were there
witnesses?
any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Yeah, that's briefing. Let's see.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know,
Inside.
inside.
Okay.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. Let's go see what Thornton has to say at the general store.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Cauldron Lake. Caseboard in the mind place. Devin says
The
place,
mind
doesn't it?
place.
Yeah.
My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Oh,
The
interesting.
facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. Mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so. Series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help search for a killer. Slight differences in murders, bloating only commonality in bodies but not cause of death. Switch to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. The victims are bruised in some form of restraint. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma, consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experience bloating. It's like they were just left in water. Victims. Missing in 2010. Boy missing in 2010, discovered 2012 in a shallow grave. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018. Missing organs. State of the body does not match. 8 years spent in a lake. State of body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. So she went missing in 2010, but she's definitely not been in a lake for 8 years. I think that's what it's saying. This dude was found 2 weeks ago. Chest wounds ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on body is illegible. Okay, what do we have down here? Killer profile. Tattooing of the body post-mortem, which is interesting. They have no common traits. And it might be a sportsman hunter because animal butchery techniques. Okay, that's cool. Not for them, but it's interesting. Okay, so this is all we have so far. Is there anything else? We've got the map over there. Anything else in here that's worth looking at? No Night Springs? No? Okay. Okay.
I see you're already hard at
Okay.
work, Anderson.
It doesn't pause the game.
Cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Alrighty, buddy. Let's go.
Okay, nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Are you a dwarf? Like, what? You're not going to fall into it. Okay.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that
It's
have
the red
rest of us
jacket. Why am I
I
sucked
don't
up a
wanna
hill?
slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Real funny, Anderson. Mr. Anderson, except for it's not Mr.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
I don't believe you, sir. Mirror peak. I have a torch. Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its peak will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Whoa. That's cool, though. Got my flashlight. Wonder if I can get my thermos, though. We all like our thermos. How long after Alan Wake is this? I might have to look it up. Because didn't I escape at the end of Alan Wake in its DLC? I escaped. I think so.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
If I remember right, this is also loosely linked to Control and kind of continues after the
brought
events
an
of Control.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Okay, general store. I can hear someone. It's all overgrown, isn't it? This must be long after the Alan Wake
Sir, can I make it,
one.
Mulligan?
Must be.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Come on. Let's go.
So,
I want to get there first.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Yes. Investigate the crime
This is the
scene.
of the crime. We found
There
him
I
on
am.
the table, and we didn't touch nothing. You know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor.
Definitely
Does
more
this fit
bloated
the
than.
MO of the previous murders?
I mean, I think that's more bloated than I was. Oh my god, okay, what's happened to
Step
my
one.
frames?
Examine the corpse.
Bear with me. Okay, how are we doing? Everything looks so much brighter now because I've turned off global reflections. Seems like my frames have sorted themselves out, so we'll stick with this for now, and I might tweak my settings later, but let's just see how this
Body is
goes.
positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Hey, buddy. Oh, my first key image. I can place it on my mind board.
Another
Ha-ha.
body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
I think not. New line of investigation. Okay. Consistent with previous murders. Okay. Another body's been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. Okay. Image is placed. It will prompt a new question. Okay. It's interesting. Objective viewable on the case board in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. Okay. Don't really know what that's pointing to, or that. Oh, I'm back here again. Investigate the crime scene. Right. What else am I looking for? Oh, I need to go and look in his body. Oh, what? There we go. Collect clues from the body.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
That's odd. Why cut it out and then just leave it?
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
I mean, I guess it could have been because the people showed up and they panicked, but...
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay, let's slap him on the board then. Heart found near victim's body. Yeah. Was this murder interrupted? Or why was it? You... It needs to be placed either side of it. Okay. Can I not put these anywhere? You didn't seem to want me to.
No.
No. Okay. Oh, I need to drop it on top of that question. Right, okay. Reason indicates the victim was alive when restrained. Matches other cases. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Heart
Now that
removed
question's
from
answered.
chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay. The clues have resolved the open question. Locked to deduction. As you've answered your investigation, your questions have been locked. Updating your goals. Can check the updated goals by pressing that. Learn about more about victim. Learn about the killer. Okay. Murder matches previous case, but interrupted. May find some new leads this time. Okay, I see.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Damn right.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Yes. I was there. Alright, so that was that. Now let's look over here.
Multiple people were here.
Footsteps,
Multiple
right,
killers.
okay. Is that it? Nothing else to look at? Oh, what's over here?
Someone
A
left in a
camera.
hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Interesting. So they were taking pictures?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Could the cooler also have been for organs? Let's see. For later. Cooler and beer bottles, they're there for later. Okay, multiple sets of footprints, that'd be killers. Lots of activity here, unlikely our killers working alone, yes. And blood splatters, victim or killers? Killers again, okay.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite
Crime
the
of
party.
passion. Crime of passion and premeditated, okay. Anything else around here? Thought I saw something. No? Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably
feel like I
knew
recognize
him.
that.
Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay, can I put that on the board? Yes, I can. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Oh my god, okay. That's intense. Why are they disappearing for so long? Wait, did he come out of the lake? And then the Taken were just waiting for him.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay. So, you are also on the victim's side.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Victim ID'd, mental state questionable at time of his disappearance. Sounds like a victim wasn't mentally stable. Okay. Right. This is kind of cool. Staking out this spot, I haven't called him while they waited for our victim. It's kind of like, this is how it's making you think about the story. And making you sort of keep it together and follow along. It's interesting. It's not the first game I've seen that does it, but it's still interesting.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready.
Look at the detail on that.
They were
It's
waiting
crazy.
for him.
I'm on all the lowest
But
settings, by the
why
way.
Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation.
Just go back and watch
Piece
the
it
beginning.
together.
You'll know what he felt, what he went through. Profiling. New clues about profiling. Okay.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Hmm.
It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake
Yeah.
before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Interesting. Okay. So if I go back to my case board, I think it came from Cauldron Lake. I've got that. Why now? Yeah, exactly. Let's talk to this
The
dude
lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
in a second.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good.
Oh, dude.
This way, right?
Right.
He had things to
Okay,
say.
well,
Splish.
I'll just wait here.
No, nothing to say. Oh, I have hotkeys.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did
Something like
happen
that.
at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake.
That's interesting.
Probably
If I run, he
looking
runs.
for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for
I
him.
like that.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty...
A witch with no heart.
Oh, yeah.
Strange echo of our murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Okay, okay. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. A legend tells that when affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Interesting, but that looks remarkably like the boss at the end of Alan Wake. So is this tree the ladle? Or is... Oh no, that tree's the ladle, isn't it? That's cool. That's so cool. I like it. I came through here.
Tracks. Barefoot.
Yeah.
Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
It's twitching. Are we doing anything with the piece of paper? Ooh. Okay. Footprints. Walked through a boulder? Yes, he did.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Can't do anything with this piece of paper for some reason, so... Oh. Really?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript.
The pages.
Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew
There
they
he
were
is.
here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick
Something
game
like
with
that.
us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Was it in the profiling section? It is. Manuscript page. So I can play narration and I can read it. But they basically read it, didn't they? That's profiling. Map. Caseboard. Ooh. Reading the words he's left felt like a message someone playing a game with them. Awesome. Killer's watching us. Game on. That's
I
not
should
the
profile
killer.
Nightingale about this page.
Profile Nightingale about it. Oh.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Oh. Oh. I gotta go back to the body. They pulled out the heart to get to what was in the chest, but they got interrupted. So they didn't get it. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go see what's going on. And hope the deputy's not in on it. Check the mind, please.
You made it back. Good. hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Wait, maybe I have to talk to him. No? Mug.
This mug always cheers
Not
me
the
up.
worst, Mom. Interesting. Caseboard. Oh, I need this. Right. Has something inside of him. I needed
Found
that
all
before I can
can
activate
here.
it.
Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Nice.
Casey, I think
Whoa.
something's been put inside Night. Let's tow the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
I'm having issues. 2 minutes ago. Okay.
Playing a sick game with us.
Okay. Let's try this again.
Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this
And
page, or the killers
profiling.
left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. Casey, I think
Okay.
something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tow the deputies to get the body to the
Good
town
job, it
morgue.
auto-saves fairly frequently.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text
You know
said
what?
we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose?
I'll wait for them to
They're
finish.
twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Hey,
It's
you
all
made it
about
back.
control.
Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Control.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
This guy, his face, it looks a lot like Max Payne from Max Payne 1, which is weird. I want to go digging around his chest, but I guess we can't, so let's get the body back to town.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a
Oh,
problem.
dear first.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, okay, buddy. Thank you. You're going to be a boss
Thanks.
later. Take the car back to Bright Falls. Are we going to be
Let's
driving?
get the car.
Or is it going to be a
Drive to Bright
cutscene?
Falls and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
I didn't
Seems like a
grab
nice
the
town
handle.
so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies
Anderson.
aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
No entry. Got my flashlight. It's getting darker. Interesting. There's been no, like, action. It's very interesting.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Yeah. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm intrigued. Color me intrigued. I'm stuck. Okay.
Here we are.
And like, it's so run
Let's drive
down.
back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Right, Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
There's the town.
Need to swing by the
DFS.
lodge to get anything from the
81st
field office?
DFS.
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Okay.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Okay. I'm going to leave this one here. We haven't really got far, but we've cleared that whole first section with the murder scene, and we're getting a little bit of a glimpse into what's happening. So it's all very good. It's very interesting, and I'm really looking forward to what's coming. So I'm hoping to sort of pick up the pace a bit as I'm getting into it, and I also need to make sure that everything's recorded right because we had that little blip earlier. So I do hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.